Hello, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with me, Elven Dragon, here on SQUIDcraft, Liara's patron server. So today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be upgrading the decoration of our trading hall here. Now what we have here looks pretty okay, I think, for a basic start. But I think we can do better. So what I want to do is I want to make this look quite a bit more grand by giving us a nice big domed ceiling here on the top and raising up this roof. So the first thing I need to do is to mine out the ceiling up to the level that we want it to be. But before I can do that, I need to block off these villagers here so that they don't escape, because as is, they can escape from these cells if I raise the roof at all. So I need to basically lock them in here. Otherwise, we will have a small horde of zombie villagers. I think what we're going to do is we will take this level here up by 1, and we will put these quartz ore in the ceiling there, just so that we know that those are temporary blocks, and we need to remove them later in the final design. And we will also flip up the trapdoors in front of them just to make sure that they can't escape, because they shouldn't escape out the side, because that will be a 1.5 block gap. And with the trapdoors flipped up, that should be at least a block up, if not 1.5 or 2, and I don't think they can path over them. So I'm going to go get that done and probably mine out a good portion of this ceiling here, and then I will be right back. Alright, so I've got all the villager pens dug out to the point where they can't escape, hopefully. If not, we're going to have a rather large number of zombie villagers on our hands, but we will cross that bridge when we come to it. Hopefully we never do. And now all we need to do is to dig our ceiling here up to about this point here. That will serve as the lowest point for the dome in the center. Now if we get our scaffolding out, scaffolding? Yes? Maybe? Somewhere? Alright, so we don't have any scaffolding, so I guess that means detour to go make a bamboo farm? Alright, so update time, we are out of bamboo. Fortunately, I did find these 11 pieces of scaffolding laying about from another project, so we can use those. And now if we climb up here, we can clear out this part of the roof. That way we have an area to work from to dig out the rest of the dome. So I'm going to get a little bit of this cleared out, and then I will be right back to show you what we're going to do with the dome. So now that I have a bit of this upper area fully cleaned out, what we are going to do for the dome here, so once we have this upper area fully cleaned out between where our pillars are going to be, because these pillars are going to go to this roof level here, what we are going to do is we're going to go up by 1, and then 2, and then 1 more, and that should provide a fairly nice dome for this roof. So I'm going to go get this whole space here dug out, and then I will be right back. Alright, so I've got the upper section of the dome here in, and I think that considering our depressing lack of scaffolding, that now would be a good time to get the central light fixture in. So all along the central line of the dome, we're going to put in some sea lanterns, and then just below them we will add in some slime blocks. Now part of this is I want kind of a glazed glass effect, and unfortunately ice will melt if we put it up here, and honey blocks I don't really have a lot of and don't feel like going and buying any right now. So now with that channel dug out, we can start filling in our lights as well as our slime blocks. So now if we take a look at this, so we still have plenty of light from this, but now it is kind of muted. Instead of just having the bright white sea lanterns, they've been muted a little bit by the semi-transparency of the slime blocks, which I think provides a nice little effect. So I'm going to finish getting this light fixture in, and then I'll catch it back up with you once I get this dome all the way dug out. Alright, so we've got the entire dome here out, and we have discovered a bit of a problem. Our entranceway that we dug out as a new entranceway, so we didn't have to go down this one wide tunnel here, that is a little bit cramped. Oh hey, I found where all of our golems are spawning now. Anyway, our new 2 wide tunnel to get in here isn't centered, which means we have to dig out a new one here, and I think we'll dig it a little bit wider this time, and then we will only have to fill in the extra blocks on the side from our original mistaken tunnel. Alright, I think that looks like a much more majestic entrance to this trading hall. I may bring this up another block and put in some stairs. Not quite sure. But now let's go down to the other side of this cavernous room where we are going to put some entrance and exit tunnels. Oh, hi Moth. So on this side we will have a down tunnel, and on this side we will put an up tunnel. And then over here we will do the same thing. So let's move our clock here first because it's sitting where we want to put the elevator. I think we'll put it above the doorway there, and I'm not sure what we will put in the second item frame, but we will put it there to keep it balanced. So on this side of the hall we will put another set of tunnels, and since this one over there is down, we'll make this one up, and we will make this one the down tunnel. So I'm going to go get those dug out and filled up with water and finish mining out this tunnel, provided Owl doesn't decide to kill the server with lag, trying to figure out what's causing it, and then I will be right back. Alright, so the bubble columns are in on both sides here. Well, we haven't gotten the downshoot on this side here, mostly because this side comes out in a river, and well, and that doesn't exactly make it easy to make a empty drop shaft for people to drop into. So we need to figure out a way to block off the top, because I haven't timed it or anything, but I think dropping through air is faster than using a downward bubble column, and you don't take damage at the bottom if you forget to crouch. So the next thing that we have to do for decoration is we have to increase these pillars here. Before we do that, I think we are going to add a bit of decoration to this side here. I think right here should be good. Ooh, oh, I forgot that's the bubble column. Well, might be a problem. I should have put this back one block, at least. So what I'm thinking for the decoration on this side is we are just going to build a small little alcove back here if we can find a spot that won't get flooded by water. Step back and take a look at what we have built up here. I suppose that's okay. I guess it kind of screams shrine. It'll look much better once we add in some stairs and slabs. But we will put these 4 pieces of blue concrete here, and then we will take our trader heads, stick them on top, and there we go, 1 moth-wither. Why? Because we can. And I also don't have enough squid heads to build a squither. Now that we have that little distraction aside, we can put in our new pillars here. Let's take out a couple of these here. And then what we are going to do is we're going to replace those walls with full andesite blocks, at least for the start. We will put 2 more walls on top of that, and then we will finish off and connect up to the roof with 2 more andesite blocks. If we take a step back here, you can see that it kind of looks like we have a stalactite and a stalagmite meeting. It's a technical term for what that is, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But we are going to have these all the way down on both sides. And that should add to the grandiose factor that I'm trying to go for this trading hall. So I'm going to go get those in, and then I will be right on back. Alright, so all of our pillars are in, and I think the next thing will be to put in something here for the bell, because I can't just have it sitting on a random floating stone block in the middle of the hall. So let's take that down, and I think what we will do is we will have a little simple spruce stand here, hang the bell on that, and there we go. I think that completes the center portion of the trading hall in terms of decoration. We are going to leave this block here. This is a joke that Zug told me not to dig behind this block, or really anyone who came down here. So obviously we need to leave the block. You have to figure out some way to include it in here. I don't know, let's make a little thing out of it. So let's see, let's toss a stair down below it, and I guess we'll put a slab on top. I guess that works. I'll have to play around with design and decoration and stuff. But in terms of other decoration in this center part of the hall, I have added a few stairs to our alcove here. I'm going to toss in a few slabs as well, and then I think it should be good. But that is just about all I have for now for design ideas for this place. We still need a way to keep these villagers in, so that we don't have the nether quartz ore all over the place. Because as much as I like that look, it just doesn't look grand to me, just having that there. We might put some wool over the top here and carpet awning. I'll have to play with some designs. But while we try and work that out, let's go do a little bit of decorating in Spawn Town, because it's getting pretty close to the holidays, and no one has done any decoration out here. Alright, so since we are more or less in charge of decorating this area of the world because our base runs right beneath it, I decided we need a little bit of festive cheer. So let's go purchase some wool from Kitsune's wool shop. Let's see, let's get out some diamonds. I think I'm gonna need about 4 stacks. Let's see, let's grab 3 of red, 2, 3, and pay. And oh, it's 3 stacks per diamond. That is much cheaper than I was expecting this to be. Now that we have our wool purchase, you know what? That guy there needs a little bit of festive spirit. Maybe he'll like a hat. Alright, so let's take a step back here. And look, the shuttle here will work. Yeah, it definitely looks a lot more festive now. Maybe we will add another ring of white around the bottom there. Make it a little more poofy. But I think it looks pretty okay. I've never really built a hat or anything before, so I don't know. But I think it looks pretty okay for a first try. So now that we've taken care of that distraction, let's head back on over to the trading hall and finish it up. Alright, so I think that failing any better ideas, what we are going to do is we are going to put a wool canopy over each of our villagers here, and we are going to color code those to each of the villagers' professions. So for clerics we will do purple, I think we will do lime for our librarians, and from there we will slowly figure out what each of the rest of these guys will be. So now in front of these villagers we will have a thing of string, and then on top of that we will put some carpet, and that should create a nice little awning and give these kind of the appearance of a mini stall. So once that's in, we can take out that quartz ore, and I don't think that looks too bad there. So there is still quite a bit of work to be done around here, even after we get all of these awnings in. We need to relink most of these villagers and get them linked up with a bed. And we have 4 empty spaces in here that we need to fill. One here at the end that was never filled. One at the far end over there that is brand new. And for whatever reason, the villagers in these 2 cells here have just gone and disappeared. And the other thing we need to do is we need to find a home for Price Reducer here. As much as I like just having him out in the middle of the hall, he does need his own room. So we will have to figure out something. Alright, so I think the last thing for us to do for this is going to be right near the top of the bubble columns here. So what I think we're going to do is we will put a small little shrine up here. Not to anything in particular. So we will just build a little 3x3 right here with a full block floor. And then what I think we're going to do is we're going to use some armor stands here to try to make some offering bowls with fruit offerings to whatever spirit this shrine is for. So I'm going to try and figure out how these work again. I think it's a slime ball for anti-gravity. Yep. And I think the golden carrots do invisibility. And hopefully we can get something that works. Alright, so it's not quite the look I was hoping for. But if we turn those invisible. Wait, what? Okay, so that one worked. But what about the bowl? I have no clue what just happened there. Did I just completely dispel that armor stand? Oh, I made it visible again, I think. There we go. Wait, that didn't quite look right. Did that? Yep. Oh, it looks like it took off the gravity too. Well, that's going to be a bit of annoying to fix. Oh well. Oh well, I will have to play with that a little bit more. Later, anyway. So for now, let's finish off our little shrine. Let's go and put in an actual roof here. Let's start with some stairs on the edges. And then we will put some fences on the sides, just to fill in that gap. I think we need some slabs to top that off. And I think with that, our little shrine here is complete. We still need to fix our bowl of apple here. Maybe do something about this one. I don't quite like the way it's flickering. I don't know, I will definitely have to play with these armor stands quite a bit more. But for now, I think that is going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye!